Hi, hello. The purpose of this video is to help you with the worksheets that I sent you. Okay, one of the worksheet is the picture search. Okay, picture search is actually a very useful tool because it has got so many items and pictures in it that it can provoke curiosity, that you can use it to teach children. So although the rules here say you're supposed to find in color, that's just what you're supposed to do. But what you can do is, I would suggest that you use it to much more teaching tools, which is like for vocabulary building. You can talk about all kind of things that you see here. There's so much things, so many items here, that you can look around and just talk about it, discuss with them, look at all the items one by one, label them, the computer, the PC, the mirror, there's the snake. Are you afraid of snake? Do you think it's real snake? Do some reasoning skills, talk, question them, make them think. Right? I also don't rush. Okay, calmly have fun. Right? Talk about what you see. Is it a look zooming out to look at a bigger picture and see what room is this? Is this the bathroom, or is this the, what do you think? Is it the dining room? Is it where you eat your dinner, or is it a place you sleep? Look at that. That boy looks very sleepy. Okay, talk about it. Do you think he just got up from bed, or is it time to go to bed? Is it in the evening, or is it in the morning? Look at the sun. You're not sure. It could be in the evening, or it could be in the morning. Ask them, what do you think? Ask them to think about it. If not, give them some ideas, and what clue to look at. Okay, is he getting up? Let's look at the other picture. What is mommy doing? Is mommy also getting ready to work? Or is it mommy? Or is it kaka? Or is it sister? Who is this? What is she doing? Putting on makeup? Or is she just washing her face? What is she doing? Lots of questions and lots of vocabulary and lots of thinking for that generates a lot of thinking skills. Ask them about what they see, label everything. Drawers, all right? Do you have drawers at home? Everything that you see here, one by one, when you talk about that, don't move to the next one. Everything that if you manage to get their attention, they look at it, talk about it, and take them and go show them around that you have things that you have around the house. Look at it, find it, okay, so that they could touch it, feel it, all right, smell it, and talk about things. Do you have a blanket on the bed? What do you have? Blankets, pillows, okay. Pillows are what? Squeeze them. They soft. How did they feel? Do you like your pillow? What are the things that you use for sleeping? And then what colors is your blanket? How many bed do you have in your house? How many bedroom do you have in the house? How many people in the house? Start counting. You have 3, 4 people in the house. How many bed do you have? Do you have enough bed for everyone? There's just lots of questions that you can ask and talk about it. Counting, and then you can also jump on it, talk about it, and then you can come back to the paper. If you're done, and then you just come back to the paper and then look at it. Bed, oh look, then you look for the bed. Well, and one of the skills that you can learn from this is zooming in and zooming out. Zooming in means when you have to go in and look at the small little things to find the pictures. So there are some things that are very small and some things that are very big, like the bed. So what you do is, if some children have problems zooming in, so what you can do is you can roll a paper and make a binoculars, okay, and get them to look through the paper. Okay, so that they learn how to zoom into small detail and block out the rest of the information there. So you can look at it and you can zoom it in and look. Oh, I can see, and then put it behind a little bit so that you can see a whole picture, and then you go nearer to find the smaller pictures. All right, and you can zoom out and you can play with them, you know. Use the binoculars, you see, you can roll it, just roll it, you know, and play with them. Give them some tools to use. If you have a real binoculars at home, you could also use it. All right, or empty toilet roll, anything. I can make it into a binoculars. Other than that, you can do a lot of vocabulary building. You can talk about all the things one by one before you get them to do one, and talk about it, and then discuss about it, and then count. For example, you talk about bed, and then you talk about mirrors. How many mirrors do you have in the house? Count the mirrors, big mirrors, small mirrors. Okay, what do you do with the mirrors? Who uses the mirrors? Daddy shave in front of the mirror, comb your hair. What do you do? What else? Mommy put on makeup. You brush your teeth in front of the mirror. You play monkey faces in front of the mirror. You can do all kind of things just by looking. Mirror. Talk about mirror, 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 mirror. All right, and then you talk about radio. What do you have? This is an old-fashioned radio. Look at the radio that you have in the house. Do you have a radio? Do you have this kind of old radio? If you don't have, go through YouTube together. Watch a YouTube with the radio playing, and show them. Look, this is a radio, and it makes music. It plays sound. This is what we used to have last time. Okay. Give them as much information as you can, so that they, you know, they can go in. Sometimes they might not respond or answer you back. Never mind. We give them the information so that it can build up in the, you know, over the time. All right. And then you can talk about computers. Do you have computers? You know, label, identify each items, the CPU, the monitors, the keyboard, and the mouse, and, you know, one by one talk about it. If you don't have it, find pictures, find videos that you can watch together. Chairs, how many legs do they have? How many chairs do you have? You can turn it into a counting game. How many chairs? What kind of chairs? What are they made of? What colors? You can use items from here to elaborate and expose them to all the new vocabularies. Drawers, opening, closing the drawers, okay? But don't put your hand when you close the drawers. It's going to hurt, okay? So you can teach, you can put in some safety guides as well. You know, you can talk about glasses. What do you use glasses for? Who has glasses, okay? Let them take a look at it, or, you know, why do people use glasses for? And shoes. Well, when you talk about shoes, I would take them and go and see how many pairs of shoes do you have at home. You can even play a game of matching shoes, okay? It's a good time to learn about which side get all the shoes and scramble them, and then you ask them to find, you know, a pair each to match, you know, and arrange them left side and the right sides properly, so they learn how to see how to arrange shoes. So when they're putting on shoes, you don't have, you know, they know that which should be on right side and which should be on the left side. So socks, you know, there's only one sock here. Talk about, you need 2 pairs of socks. Why? Do you have how many legs? Do you have 2 legs? So you have to count, you know. So there's only one socks. Can it work? No. If you have a lot of socks at home, also, you know, with color socks, get them, mix it up, and pairing socks, the same socks, are they the same? Put them together and roll them up. It's another activity you can do. So just one paper, there's so many activities that you can actually run. Necklace, you can make craft out of some whatever you can think of. Even like macaroni, you can string them and make into a necklace, or anything. You can whatever you have at home, you can make a necklace. It doesn't have to finish off coloring and get it over with, okay? It is not how many papers and how many worksheets you've done that will help the child learn, okay? It is how much information, how engaging you manage to get them, okay? Engaging all different kind of sensory, audio, visuals, tactile, okay? Touch it, feel it, look it, you know, and do. And the more you play, the more you talk about, and the more you engage on the items, the more it has more impact on them to remember the things that you're trying to teach them. Okay, so don't okay, I'll stop here. Focus on having fun, focus on giving them, exposing them to vocabulary, concepts, learning. All right, lots of sensory, lots of things that they can touch and feel. Don't just sit there and trying to complete the worksheet. All right, so I'll do a next video for the next worksheet.